Hello everyone. Today in this session, I welcome all class 12 students. Today I am going to discuss about the regulation of gene expression and the operon concept. Now the regulation of the gene expression. In the gene expression, the controlling amount and the time of formation of gene products according to the requirement in the cell of both prokaryotics and eukaryotics. In prokaryotics, the control of rate of transcriptional process is the site for the gene expression, and it is seen in lac operon and tryptophan operon. But in eukaryotics, the gene regulation takes place with the help of four processes. First is the transcription process, which is the regulation of the primary transcript formation. Second is the regulation of RNA splicing. Third is the transport of mRNA from nucleus to the cytoplasm. And the fourth process is the translation process. Now let us discuss the operon concept. The operon is proposed by the Jacob and Monod in 1961. And operon is the unit of prokaryotic gene expression, which includes structural gene, and it controls elements which are recognized by the regulator's gene product. Now let us discuss what are the parts or components of the operon. Operon is the sequence or the fragments of the DNA consist of structural gene which transcribed for the mRNA for polypeptide synthesis. This fragment of DNA is called structural gene. Then on the segment of the DNA, the sequence of DNA which acts as promoter gene where the RNA polymerase binds and starts the transcription process. Next to it is the sequence of DNA which is called operator, and this operator where the specific repressor protein binds and starts the transcription process. Next is the regulator gene. This gene codes for the repressor protein which binds to the operator and suppresses the activity of the transcription or operon process, and the operon is switched off. No transcription of polypeptide takes place. Next is the inducer. Inducers is the substrate that prevents the repressor from binding to the operator, and the transcription process it's switched on, and the chemical of diverse nature like metabolite, hormones, substrate, etc. can take place. Now let us discuss the prokaryotic transcription process, that is lactose operon. In lactose operon, the LAC-Z, LAC-Y and LAC-A genes are transcribed from the LAC transcription unit under the control of the single promoter gene. They encode enzymes required for the lactose as a carbon source, and the LAC-I gene product and the LAC repressor is expressed from a separate transcription unit in the operon. The regulation of LAC operon by repressor is referred as negative regulation, and without repressor is called positive regulation. Now, LAC operon consists of 3 structural genes along with the operator, promoter, and the regulator gene, as well as the structural gene Z, Y, and A. And these 3 genes, they transcribe the polycistronic mRNA. Now let us discuss what happens when lactose is absent, that is, in absence of inducer, the operon is switched off. What happens? When lactose is absent, I gene regulates and produces the repressor mRNA, which translates into repressor protein. This repressor protein binds to the operator region of the operon, and it prevents RNA polymerase to bind to the operon. Hence, the operon is switched off. But when lactose is present, as we all know that the lactose acts as an inducer which binds to the repressor and forms an inactive repressor. The repressor here fails to bind to the operator region, and RNA polymerase, they binds to the operator and they transcribe LAC mRNA. This LAC mRNA is polycistronic and it produces 3 enzymes, that is beta-galactulose, permease, and transacetylase. As we all know that the gene Z codes for beta-galactosidase, B-gal enzyme, which breaks lactose into galactose and glucose. The gene Y codes for permease, which increases the permeability of the cell to lactose. Gene A codes for enzyme transacetylase, which catalyzes the transacetylation of lactose for its active form. So, thank you for this session.